Hey everybody, this is Callan back with another Beards Brew review sponsored by Brewer's Toolbox. We're going to do a limited release review today, something from Sagatuck Brewing right here in Michigan. It is the Bourbon Barrel Aged Imperial Neapolitan Milk Stout. Now I've had the original, and I've got to say, I've definitely been a fan of the original. So I've got high hopes for this guy, because I'm also a huge fan of Bourbon Barrel Aged beers. So hopefully this will give us what we're looking for. Now that head was very flat. There wasn't a whole lot of sound out of that when I opened it up. So the carbonation's already looking pretty weak to me. Almost no head, just a tiny little bit of lacing there. It's got quite a bit of legs up the glass though. I mean, it looks pretty thick. You can definitely tell that this was aged in bourbon barrels. It's got a very strong bourbon scent with a lot of earthy tones going on in there from the barrel, a lot of wood scent going on. This is going to be strong. 10.5% by the way. Now, that didn't have the punch you in the face bourbon flavor that I thought it was going to have after smelling it. Now, there definitely is some bourbon flavor up front. There's a lot of oakiness up front, but it doesn't have that real sharp, harsh undertone that a lot of times you'll get with a really big bourbon barrel aged beer. It's very mellow. The I'm sure that the lactose in the milk stout portion of this really helps kind of mellow some of those tones out. But it's definitely Neapolitan. It's a little more subdued than the original, but you definitely get three distinct flavors going on in there. I mean, if you took a shot of bourbon and you stuck it in a barrel with some Neapolitan ice cream, or ate this Neapolitan ice cream off of a bourbon barrel stave, this is probably what you're going to get. Again, sweetness, bourbon, wood. It's what you get off the top. Nice subtle tones blending into each other. Yeah, there's nothing left to say about that. If you like bourbon barrel beers, you're a fan of the Neapolitan Milk Stout, you owe it to yourself to go find this. I mean, it is definitely worth the price tag. I think this was a $19 4-pack at Meyer, I believe, is where I picked this one up. But again, a bourbon barrel aged Imperial Neapolitan Milk Stout, 10.5% from Sagatuck Brewing, made right here in glorious Beer Haven, also known as Michigan. So go ahead and check that out. I'd love to hear your comments, your thoughts of either this beer, or if you've tried it, or what you think this beer is going to be when you try it, if it's something you're interested in. Otherwise, love to hear comments on something you'd like to see me review, or just, hey, leave some general support or shade if you want to throw shade. I mean, that's fine too. But definitely, while you're at it, like, subscribe, turn that bell on so you get notified every single time that I do a new review, and you can stay with me as I continue down my craft beer journey. Cheers.